Now that I had some time to think about it, that was probably the best sushi I've ever had in my life. Not to say that I've eaten at a lot of sushi places in Tokyo. This is only my second sushi restaurant that I've ever eaten in Tokyo. And then back in the States, the Midwest is very good. East Coast, West Coast definitely better than the Midwest for sushi. But I haven't eaten at many Michelin star restaurants in the US, so I can't compare too much. But from what I've eaten, I would say back in the States, the best sushi experience I ever had in the States is Sushi Yasuda in New York. That place was really good. The service was spot on. Staff was very attentive with their service. At this location, oh man, the fresh sushi is unbelievable. Plus, for the wait and the experience, I was like, 3 hours? I don't know about this. But after eating it, it was definitely worth the wait. But since I have 2 weeks here in Japan, I'm gonna try a couple more places just to compare it to see if there's anything better or if there's anything comparable. For the most part, I'm definitely probably not gonna eat at a whole bunch of 3-star Michelin restaurants because I do have a budget. I'm unemployed. But definitely the fish here was unbelievable. Like, it's so soft. Most of them melt in your mouth. Like, the flavors that they use, the shari and the salt, and some pieces had lime on it as well. Oh, all those flavors just bursting in your mouth. It's so good. and definitely the sperm sack of cod, that was actually really good. I'm not gonna lie, if I had to eat it again, I would definitely order it again. It's a good experience to have. Like, it's really creamy, sweet, a little bit salty, but oh, definitely worth it. It was my first. But for now, I was thinking about actually eating a bunch of street food in Tsukiji, but for the most part, I'm full. So I think what I'm gonna do is get coffee and then just hang out here for a little bit and edit. So here's our next place, Turret Coffee. Welcome to the best outrageous coffee shop in Japan. Alright, we're gonna go in and then taste test this. Please, 1 person, 1 drink order. 1 person, 2 drinks is possible. 3 person, 1 drink is impossible. Here's their menu. Turret latte kudasai. Dark, rich. Outside of it, you get a little sour taste, but the tang is like really good with it. It's a really good cup of joe. Totally exhausted. Somehow I'm still functioning throughout the day. After a couple cups of coffee, editing videos and stuff, we're gonna walk through Tsukiji, see the street food. I'm gonna try to pick up 1 or 2 things, not too much, seeing how I'm pretty full still from the omakase from this morning. Oh, there's tons of people. For the most part, this is pretty much an open market. You can buy goods, vegetables, fish, also tons of food. I actually want to see the prices here. Like, the price to this is crazy. I'm gonna buy a piece of that and then bring it back to the guest house and eat that for dinner today. It'll be the best $20 I spent. Ooh. I always wanted to get a pair of knives. $25 grapes. Amazing. The Shine Muscat. Oh, packaged strawberries are 10 bucks. Oh, these must be like special. Oh, white strawberries. 40 bucks for that pack. Holy moly. Okay, I think this is what I was looking for. I wanted to try some uni when I'm here. Ichibadori. I think you can just buy uni here and eat it. 10,000 yen per uni. Or I can just get like a whole bowl of food for double the price. Or salmon don for that amount. I don't know about getting that uni for 15 bucks. $5 more, I could have gotten a huge piece of otoro and then just take that back home. I think I'd rather have the otoro than the uni. Okay, this is one of the stations that I wanted to try. It's 200 per skewer. Unagi. Thank you. So we have our eel skewer for 200 yen. It's a good sample, seeing how eel is pretty pricey if you want a big piece here. Alright, we're gonna try this out. Sweet, very fatty. Very good. Really soft and tender. It's worth it. It was a good sample. But a bowl of this would probably be freaking delicious. Ano potato. Okay, so we're gonna get some ice cream. I have craving. So they take the ice cream out of these containers and then it squeezes it into the cone. Arigato. Okay. So these are the flavors that they have: mango, black sesame, caramel, vanilla chocolate, matcha chocolate, potato, and vanilla. I was curious since we don't have ano potato in the States. So this will be a new flavor for me to try. Looks pretty good. It's like a perfect swirl. It hasn't melted or anything at all. It still has the same form that it was squeezed out of. Tastes like a sweet potato, but much sweeter. It's good. Texture of this ice cream is much different from normal ice cream too. It's like very silky and buttery. I might have to go back to Tsukiji and get all the other flavors. As you know, I love dessert. I was supposed to only eat like 2 things, but I ended up getting a whole bunch of things. I don't know if I caught my second wind after eating like that first bite, and then all of a sudden I got hungry for some reason. But we're gonna continue our eat, seeing how I'm still pretty hungry right now. I'm pretty tempted to go buy a huge piece of otoro and take it home, but it's only like 2 o'clock. I guess I could like make it sashimi style and then just cut it back at the guest house and then just eat a otoro by itself. That sounds actually pretty good, but I think I'll save it for another day. Right before I leave, I'm probably just gonna buy one big hunk of otoro and eat it. So our next little shop is maguroyaki. So this is quite different from taiyaki, seeing how this place is known for big tuna. So they renamed it to maguroyaki instead. So here we have is a chutoro and hon maguro. Each one has a different filling. I think I might get the chutoro one. Hello, chutoro kudasai. 15分だと20 minutes. Okay. 50 minutes. Okay. 50 minutes. 15分. いいですか？千島さん、本マグロ先に2つ。あとできたら中トロ、またお呼びします。お名前を言わね。あとこれ幅切り。So it's 15 minutes away, and then we write our name here. Name. はい。220円。はい。 So they make the maguroyaki in the back here, and they have pans that have the shape of the maguro. This one mine?
すいません、こちらよろしいですか？ありがとうございます。中トロです。お待たせしました。
Oh, so they came out with my chutoro. So here's our chutoro yaki. So what this is filled with is sweet bean paste and also apricot. So we're gonna take a bite into this. It looks so good. It's nice and hot. It's actually burning my hand as we speak. Alright, let's take a bite of our fishy. I gotta be careful because it's really hot in the center. So here's our filling, the apricot and sweet bean paste. And then it's just breading on the outside, so it's been baked in the Maguro mold. So I think this is where you get like super cheap cuts in bulk. I think I might buy some tuna here. It's actually cheaper buying this huge chunk rather than going to the restaurant and buying like four pieces of nigiri. So like it depends. So of course I would have to cut it myself. That's no biggie for me. I think the place back at the guest house has knives that I can borrow. Alright, so I'm in a pickle right now. So there's two places that actually have tuna that I would probably buy from. One place gives you a huge quantity, but it's also a cheaper price. The reason is like, from the looks of it, the marbling isn't as high and fat content isn't as high for their otoro pieces. So it's probably more on the cheaper side. But on the other hand, I could get a smaller piece but pay an extra premium. I mean, if I get the bigger piece, I don't think I would eat all of it in the first place. So maybe I'll get the smaller piece. So we're gonna check out that shop right now, and then we're gonna get some good fish. So the piece that I have my eye on is the 1400 yen piece. Like, this looks really good for 1400 yen. I think I'm gonna buy this one. So they give you ice pack for your fish, so then when you take it home it'll still be cold. And then they wrap it. Arigato. So we got our fatty tuna. We're gonna head back to the guest house, and then maybe I'll edit a bit, and then I'm just gonna call it a day. I'm pretty tired. We're gonna prepare our fatty tuna that we got at the market today. The knives here are totally dull. I wish it was like sharper so I can do a clean cut. Like if I was at home, I could probably do it a lot easier. But the fish is so good here. Super fatty, melts in your mouth. Way cheaper than in the States too.